You're not old, but your body thinks you are. Somewhere between 35 and 45, something shifts. Your energy dips, your recovery slows, your drive fades, and you start blaming age. But here's the truth. It's not your age. It's your habits. Every single day, millions of men silently follow routines that drain their testosterone, stiffen their joints, and speed up their biological clock without even realizing it. I've seen it over and over again in my practice. Men who used to feel unstoppable now feel heavy, tired, and foggy, even though they still look fine. But inside, their metabolism is crashing, their circulation is slowing, and their hormones are begging for oxygen. As a men's health and performance coach, I'm not here to sell you miracles or supplements. I'm here to show you the truth and the fix. Because when you understand the 3 silent habits that are aging your body from the inside out, and replace them with 3 powerful movements that rewire your strength and restore your testosterone naturally, everything changes. This isn't theory, it's biology, movement, and oxygen. The same principles that kept ancient warriors and modern athletes strong for decades. So, gentlemen, grab your space, take a deep breath. Let's start by exposing the first habit that's stealing your youth, and how to break free from it starting today. He sits, day after day, 8, sometimes 10 hours, locked in the same position. The chair becomes his cage, his hips tighten, his glutes fall asleep, his spine begins to forget what movement feels like, and what he doesn't realize is that every minute he stays still, blood flow to his pelvic floor slows down, cutting off the foundation of male vitality. This is what I call the silent killer of testosterone. You can lift weights 3 times a week, eat clean, even take supplements. But if you spend the rest of your day glued to a chair, your body reads one signal: I'm not needed anymore. When that happens, muscle tone fades, metabolism slows, and your lower body loses circulation, the key area responsible for natural hormone production. It's why so many men after 35 feel weaker, even though they're doing everything right. But here's the real danger. The more your hips lock up, the less oxygen reaches your glands and pelvic floor. That's when fatigue, low energy, and even erectile problems quietly start creeping in. The solution? Movement, but not the kind you think, because even worse than sitting is what happens when you finally stand up. And that takes us straight to the second hidden habit that keeps men aging faster than they should. He wakes up tired, checks his phone before his breath. Coffee replaces water, deadlines replace sunlight. And just like that, before the day even begins, his nervous system is already on fire. Most men don't notice it. The constant tension in the shoulders, the shallow breathing, the racing mind that never shuts off. It feels normal, but it's not. Here's the biological trap. When stress rises, your body releases cortisol, the survival hormone. And cortisol does one brutal thing. It tells your body to stop producing testosterone. Because under threat, survival always comes before reproduction. So even if you're working out, eating clean, or taking supplements, high cortisol keeps your testosterone locked away. You can't build muscle, you can't focus, you can't feel that same inner fire. But it doesn't stop there. Chronic stress rewires how you breathe. Instead of deep rhythmic breaths through your diaphragm, you start breathing short and high, starving your brain and organs of oxygen. Over time, this constant stress loop doesn't just age your mind, it ages your face, your heart, your hormones. And when stress steals your breath, sugar becomes your comfort drug. That's where the third bad habit hides, in the quiet hours of the night, when your body needs rest. But you give it sugar instead. It's 10:30 p.m. The lights are low, the TV hums quietly, and you tell yourself it's just one more snack, one more drink before bed. Chips, ice cream, maybe a beer. You've earned it, right? But what happens next is the hidden reason why so many men wake up tired, bloated, and older than they should feel. Every late-night bite spikes insulin, the storage hormone. And when insulin rises, your body shuts down growth hormone and testosterone production, two of the key engines for recovery, muscle, and energy. Your body should be rebuilding while you sleep, but instead, it's busy digesting. Even worse, sugar blunts your deep sleep cycles, the exact window when your brain resets and your testicles naturally release testosterone. So, you don't just lose rest, you lose regeneration. That's why men who snack late wake up with heavy eyes, foggy minds, and soft energy. They think it's just age, but it's really just chemistry, sabotaged by the midnight feed. The good news? Every bad habit leaves a trace. And that means it can be reversed, because the body is designed to recover when you move the right way. And that's exactly what we'll do now. Starting with the first movement that unlocks your hips, reignites circulation, and restarts your hormonal engine from the ground up. This is the position your body was born to master, and then forgot. In many cultures, men still rest, eat, and work in a full squat. Their hips stay open, their spine stays mobile, and their hormones stay young. That's why this posture is often called the longevity position. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Turn your toes out just a bit. Now, lower your body slowly, like you're sitting into the earth. Keep your heels on the ground. Rest your elbows gently inside your knees. And breathe. Not shallow, chest-level breaths, but deep, controlled breaths that fill your belly first. At first, your ankles may scream, your hips may shake. That's normal. It's not weakness. It's reawakening. Because the deep squat hold opens the pelvic floor, stretches the fascia around your groin, and restores blood flow that's been trapped by years of sitting. Stay here for 30 to 60 seconds at a time. With each breath, feel gravity pulling your hips deeper, your spine lengthening, your glutes waking up. This is how you rebuild circulation and restore oxygen where testosterone is made. You're not just stretching, you're turning the engine back on. And once your hips are open and your foundation is stable, it's time to add power, the kind that travels from your legs up through your spine. That power begins with the horse stance, the second movement that reignites strength and testosterone from within. This posture was once the mark of warriors. In ancient temples and training grounds, men would hold this stance for hours, not to show strength, but to build it from within. It's called the horse stance, and it's one of the most powerful ways to boost testosterone naturally. Here's how to begin. Stand with your feet about twice shoulder width apart. Turn your toes slightly outward. Now lower your hips, not by bending forward, but by sitting straight down. Your thighs should aim parallel to the floor. Keep your spine tall, chest open, and your gaze forward. Then inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Within seconds, you'll feel your legs burning. That's your nervous system waking up. The horse stance strengthens the glutes, adductors, and pelvic floor, the very muscles tied to hormone regulation and male performance. But beyond muscle, it trains your mind-body connection. Each breath stabilizes your spine, each second improves circulation through your hips and lower abdomen, sending a signal to your endocrine system that you're alive, grounded, and ready. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds, then slowly rise back up. Stay still. Feel the warmth spreading through your body. That's blood, oxygen, and vitality returning to your core. And once your strength meets stillness, there's one final step to seal this energy inside your body. It's called the oxygen seal breath, the quiet ritual that balances your hormones and locks in everything you've rebuilt. Every movement you've done so far was meant to awaken your body. This final one seals the energy inside it. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Place one hand on your chest, one hand just below your navel. Now, inhale slowly through your nose for 3 seconds. feeling your abdomen expand under your lower hand. Hold that breath for 2 seconds. Then exhale gently through your mouth for 5 seconds, tightening your lower abdomen as if you're lifting from the pelvic floor. That's 1 round. Repeat it 3 times. With every inhale, imagine oxygen flooding your bloodstream, fueling your brain, calming your heart, and recharging your glands. With every exhale, feel tension leaving your body, like smoke drifting out of a fire that's finally at peace. This simple breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowers cortisol, and balances your testosterone naturally. It's the invisible bridge between strength and stillness, between how you move and how you age. When you master this breath, you no longer chase energy, you create it. And that brings us to the final message: how these small daily choices can decide whether you age faster or live stronger. From habits that age you to movements that rebuild you, this is how a man takes back control. You don't stop aging because you move less. You age because you forget how to move like a man. Every breath, every squat, every stance you hold, it's not just exercise, it's communication. It's you telling your body, I'm still here, I still matter. Testosterone isn't lost with time. It's lost with stillness, stress, and disconnection. But the moment you move with intention, you reignite it. So, gentlemen, start with these 3 habits and rebuild with these 3 moves. Do them daily, do them slowly, and watch how your body starts remembering what strength truly feels like. If this message spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and how old are you today? Because this movement, this gentleman's agreement, begins with you.